Let's talk about chocolate, but not just how it tastes. Let's talk about what it costs. Not the price on the shelf, but the real cost. So normal chocolate is often cheap for a reason. It can involve poor working conditions, unfair wages, and sometimes even child labour. The supply chain is really long and it's quite murky at a lot of times, and it's built to prioritise profit over people. So now let's have a look at our chocolate. Now it does cost a little bit more, but there's a reason why. And the reason is that it ensures that farmers are paid fairly, they're working in safe conditions, and they've got access to support and education. And we're also trying to promote sustainable farming, a lot of agroforestry-based projects with the businesses that we work with, the farmers that we work with. They're also reinvesting in their communities. Okay, so this is our 72% Guatemalan chocolate bar. I'm going to take this as a comparison to commodity chocolate. So when we make our bars, throughout the whole process, what we're trying to do is be as transparent as possible. So on the inside of all of our bars, we include lots and lots of information. And if you don't see that kind of information on a chocolate bar, maybe that's a hint to start being a little bit suspicious. We want to include genetics, which is what we have, the fermentation process, the drying process, roasting, how we roast our beans, the origin it comes from, the region of that country, maybe the cooperative, if we're working with a cooperative. And then what we also do is include the farm gate price, which means the price that the farmers were paid for those beans, and the price which we paid to the cooperative, which are working with all of those farmers. So in 2023, the same time as the harvest of these beans, the commodity price for cacao was $2.60 a kilo. There is a fair trade premium, that's usually around $200 per tonne, and then there's an organic premium on top of that. So with those premiums, it works out at about $3.14, $3.15 a kilo. For these beans, we paid $5.50 a kilo, which is actually 75% higher than the fair trade premium and organic premium. And it's actually 112% higher than a commodity price. So that hopefully gives you a bit of understanding on what a fair price for chocolate should be, ensuring that farmers are paid properly. So fair trade and beyond will cost a bit more, but that extra money, that goes a long way in those communities for the people and the planet to support good welfare systems. While doing that, also making better chocolate. So when you're choosing fair trade and direct trade and transparent trade chocolate, what you're actually doing there is you're voting for chocolate that's ethical and sustainable and continuing the growth of that side of the chocolate industry. And really that's chocolate that's worth it.